Well, hi there, everyone. This is Barb Ryder. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here Thursday evening with you, coming from Michigan. I have some projects with some incredible savings on these products, along with layouts that you can use anytime. So if you're watching this on YouTube, please make sure that you're subscribed and let me know that you did watch it on YouTube. Or if you're watching the replay here on Facebook, let me know that too. Welcome everyone. Hi June. I'm excited to have everybody stop by here this evening. It'll take a minute for us to get into everyone's feed so that they know that I'm here. Yeah, I cannot believe that we have, what, a week and a half left of April. Hi Deb, hello. I am just looking at my calendar. Let's see, so we have 1.5 weeks. We have about 1.5 weeks left of April. And then we are on to the next month of May. And that's the month that we get our flowers here in Michigan mostly, right? Well, hello, Sue. Hi, Nancy, checking to see who else is on here. Hello, Jan. Yeah, I am hoping that you guys have taken advantage of some of these amazing deals. If there's something that you've had your eye on in the annual catalog, and it is still available, it's time to grab it, because I'm also amazed at how many things have sold out completely. I don't remember this many specific things selling out completely every year. Maybe I'm silly, not thinking right, but hello, Shar. But I'm just so amazed at how many stamp sets have sold out. Hi, Jeanne. As everybody's jumping on, I see, thank you for telling me where you're located. I love that when we all kind of get on here and converse and you see where you are compared to someone else. Thank you for sharing, Shar. I see you're the first person. I have that written down. I do have giveaways tonight, you guys, so please share the video. That really helps my business. It helps get into other people's feeds because it's something that's shared by others. So yeah, I'm just looking at what's popping up here. Well, hello, Peggy. I couldn't believe how many things I had to pull off my shelves for the retired products. How about you guys? I know many of you are hobbyists, and probably enjoy so many things. Now, there are stamp sets that I keep that are retiring because there's some that I just don't get rid of. We had more scripture verses years back in the wood stamps. I kept those. I won't get rid of those. Thank you for sharing, Deb. And June, I see that. Who else? Hi, Sue. And thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. We'll get started here in just a second, you guys. And Peggy, okay. All right. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn down the camera and we're going to get started in our projects. Hello, Diana. All right, I'll still be up here in the corner so you guys can see me here. And here's my little notebook where I'm writing down everybody that's sharing. I appreciate that more than I can say. So yeah, we're going to be sharing some things that we have still available in the annual catalog, and some great layouts, some great samples I'm going to show you. So if you have the things that I'm going to share tonight, here's some more ideas. If you don't have the things I'm going to share tonight, you might want to pick up these great deals. If you don't have this new catalog from me, if you don't have a current demonstrator that you work with and you need one of these catalogs, please sign up for my email list. And how do you do that? you go right up here to my website and you click Contact Me, and then you can enter your information right there. I would appreciate that if going through that way, because I'm not, what do I want to say? Tons of people have constant contact or different ways that they get email lists or websites or blogs and things. I'm not able to do all of those things with my full-time job and everything else. So this is the best way to make sure that I have your email, that you are interested in getting information from me. So who else jumped on here? Okay, all right. I'm going to go ahead and get started, but yeah, this is the annual catalog. Oh, and by the way, I do have May 1st, I am off that day. That is the day that this catalog goes live. It's back on the back. It says May 1st through April 30th of 2025. In the back, pretty too, with the perennials. I'll be live. I'll come on live that day because I have that day off. And if you're home during the day, hi Jan Moody, welcome. And I'll be going through this catalog because there's some explaining to do. So if you are a customer and you have not seen this catalog yet, you know, not everybody's a customer with me. You might have another demonstrator that you go through, but this is very different this year. So I want to make sure I come on and go over that a little bit. And it'll be saved and it'll be on my YouTube channel, so you can go back and take a look if you can't catch it when I do it live. All right, let's go ahead. And I have some tabs here, so I'm going to be sharing. The first thing I'm going to share for tonight, let me move this where you can see it. I'm going to be sharing the sweet citrus. Now, you might think, I don't know about this stamp set, but listen, these are the cutest sayings ever, and there's something different than just happy birthday, so let's celebrate you. They're so stinking cute to go with the citrus, and I'm going to show you a super cute card with this. Hello, Margaret, thank you for sharing. So we're going to start out with that stamp set. And remember, I said that there are some great deals. This particular stamp set is 20% off. So if you don't have this stamp set, it's 20% off. Now, the dies, let me go back to the dies and see what they are, because I think they're on sale too. Hang on. I've got all these tabs here going on. Wherefore art thou, citrus set? Don't you love that? Okay, we'll find it. It's easy to, there it is. It's 50% off. So the dies are 50% off with the embossing folder. So take a look at that. You have this set, Margaret? Yeah, I know. Wait till you see the card that I'm going to do. I love it too. And I have some really good samples that I did. I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you. I had a class, this is a class I had planned. And then for the longest time, the Brights designer paper was out of stock. And so then I couldn't do the class. It was frustrating. So anyway, let me move these things over. And Margaret, I wrote you down for sharing. Thank you so much. All right, let's pick up my stuff behind me here. And grab what I need. So here is the beautiful stamp set. It's so cute, you guys. And then you get the 3D embossing folder. And then I have all these are parts and pieces that I still have. But then you have all these dies. Is that all? Yeah. You have all these dies that go with the stamps, or can be done along, cut by themselves, I guess is what I want to say. So that's the stamp set. Let me move this over here. I'm going to be using the Brights 6x6 designer paper, and this is 10% off in the catalog right now. So if you don't have this Brights designer paper, that's something that you might want to consider. That's really great for, I guess, the citrusy stuff, right? Okay, All right, let's pull out all my goodies here and parts and pieces. There, and the inks that I'm using, if you want to recreate this, is Granny Apple Green, Daffodil Delight, and Pumpkin Pie, because those are the fruit colors, right? And then I have all of these pieces we're going to use. Okay, so what do we have? We are going to be using 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. Hang on one second, you guys. I just need to make me smaller up there. And there we go. And then I also have a piece of basic white. Let me get my little trusty ruler here. It is 2 inches by 5.5. Now I've already pre-embossed. This is the Tahitian Tide, which is a retiring in color. And you see the great embossing that you have going on. So I've embossed this piece. It's 4 by 5 1/4. We're going to be using that. And here I have cut 3 of the matching colors that coordinate with the ink. I have Granny Apple Green, Pumpkin Pie, and Daffodil Delight. And then a strip. This is lots of strips at 1/2 inch. We're going to be stamping on this and using that. All right. Get myself over here. Okay, so let's start out, and we're going to be stamping on this piece right here. Now, when you get your, move this over, this stamp is all connected. So you've got the different like parts of the inside of the citrus, and then you have the outsides of the citrus. And what we're going to do is I'm only using this one right here. This is the only one I want to use. So when I ink this up, now you could do like I did and I cut them apart, but then when you want to use the whole thing, you can just put them all back together. They're polymer. They just touch and they're back together. No problem with that. All right, so we're going to start out, and we're going to start out in the middle, and I'm going to use lemon lime, not lemon lime. I looked at the yellow and thought lemon and said, yeah, lemon lime. No, this is Daffodil Delight. And all I'm going to do is take my stamp. Oh, I got a fuzz on here. Take my stamp pad, and I'm going to go my stamp pad to my image, okay? And I just want it just like that. Just ink it up with the yellow, and that's what I want. So I'm going to take this, and I want to stamp that right in the middle. And, you know, I'm going to be safe. I need to grab my mat here because it's polymer. It's underneath my little pile. This is a polymer stamp set, so you want to have a good, crisp image. Hi, Taran. Thank you for sharing. Let me write you down really quick. But yes, when you use the polymer stamps, it's wise to use the mat, underneath. Okay, so this is going to go in the middle, just like that. Okay, beautiful. Have a nice lemony look there. And let's get that cleaner. And I'm starting with the lightest color. That's why I started with the yellow, is I started with the lightest color of ink. And then clean this off, and let's go to the orange. Now I'm going to leave that there because we're going to use that in a second with the other stamp to do the rind around the citrus. Just make sure you've got all of your citrus inked up, and then I'm going to go with orange right here. Fabulous. And clean. Well, hello, Carol. 91 in South Carolina. I want to be there. I would like to be there, my friend. It's been nice here. We had kind of storms yesterday. Now, here's another way. Because it's polymer and you've got lots of space, you could come in and do like this right here. Just come into the corner of your ink, and you could ink it up that way. But I feel like I can get a better inking when I do this. It's just better. So All right, so there's that. And then we're going to do our lime right over here. I didn't space those very well, but there you go. Okay, that's what we have. And let's clean this off. All right, so let's go ahead, and then we need to use the rind that's going to match. So let's go with our lemon again. The Daffodil Delight is our lemon color. Okay, got that. Now I'm just going to, there is a little bit of a different shape here, so I'm just going to make sure I've got this where I want it to be. This right like that, I think is good, and so let's do that. Very good. See there? Oh, well, the lemon one you can't see as well. I don't know why the yellow doesn't show up as well here. I don't know. Don't know why that is. Okay, let's clean that off. And let's go with the orange. See, I'm a little close here. You know, I didn't space these very well, but it's okay. Like I always say, it's a handmade card, so it's not perfect. It didn't come from the factory. And so, yeah. All right, so now we have the orange, and I'm just going to move this so I can have this a little closer to me. I want to make sure. I don't want to be on my lemon. I guess it's going to be okay. I'm going to go this way a little more, twist it. There we go. It works. Just touching, but that's okay. You'll see why in a second here. And then, last but not least, is going back with the Granny Apple. You are not a hot weather person, so I miss the cooler weather. Oh, really, Carol? Now, 91 is a little hot, but when you've had all this crazy winter here in Michigan, 91 degrees is a very welcoming amount, temperature. What do I want to say? Temperature. All right, so I'm just using the corner of my pad, making sure that I'm not getting the green on anything else, because I don't want that to get on my card. I had a little bit right there. See there? Okay, so we got the green, and let's go ahead with this one. And let's see here. Okay, there we go. All right, so we've got our citrus, and look, I did get some up there. Blah. All right. Okay, so we're not done with the inks. Let me show you. This is a tip. You know, I always love to come on here and try to share something different with you, and giving you tips and tricks. Okay, so with this one, let me see here if I can get this out of the way. What we're going to do is we are going to take our sentiment. They have there's long sentiments, and this one says, have a zesty birthday. Okay, now you could certainly use markers if you want to, but I am not going to use a marker. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to take my lemon, I keep calling it lemon, daffodil, and I'm going to take the kind of the corner of my ink. I'm going to try to come up here so you can see, and I'm going to ink like the center of my words. Okay. All right, and again, you start with your lightest color. Now, let's see here. Okay, then I'm going to put some orange down here. Okay, and then last, I'm going to take the green, and I'm just going to come on this side, and I'm just kind of tapping it in, and hopefully I have what I need. We're going to try it. Where's my strip of paper? Here we go. Let's see. All right. I don't see much yellow, but let's see what happens. Yep, I took all my yellow away. So I'm going to try it again on the other side. I don't know why that's so hard to see. I think it's this light is, there you can see it better. But it don't know what is going, there we go. See, there's supposed to be a little more yellow right in there. So I am going to turn it over and we're going to try this again. So, because I want it to be. Thanks for sharing, Jeanne. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. Sometimes it's crazy on how the lighting works. Okay, so I'm going to get a little more yellow on the middle of my ink or stamp, and then I need the orange, and so I'm just going to tap over a little bit. There we go. And then let's go with the green on the other end. I just don't want to take up all the yellow, so there we go. Okay, I think this is much better. All right, let's try this again. And I think I got it. Oh yes, now look at that. Can you guys, let me see, I got to get this the right way. There we go. Look at that. See how you've got the variation in colors? You've got a rainbow, and that's going to go right on top. It's going to go right on here. Okay? So now I can close up these stamps. All right. Thank you for letting me know that was better, Deb. I appreciate it. Because I'm looking at my screen, and sometimes if I don't have if my screen is tilted farther this way or this way, I think that affects how I can see things of what you're seeing. So anyway, yeah. Okay, so that part is done. So now let me go ahead and put everything together, and we'll take a look at, let's see here, did I put down, Deb shared, yes. Hi Donna, thank you for sharing. I'm writing it down really quick, ladies. I'll be giving away cards tonight with some of the ones that I've done here. So, all right, next is putting it together. So, again, we have Tahitian Tide, and so that's just going to go right on the front of our card. And again, you can choose to do the indented side or the popped up side. I always tend to use the popped up side for myself, you know, I don't know. Okay, let's get this on here. One of the other tips I want to tell you, that if you're using our Stamp and Seal, I really do like our Stamp and Seal, you guys. It works very well in keeping your cardstock on here where it's supposed to stay. You know what I mean? It doesn't come off. But there's a little trick that if you go fast on the regular cardstock, especially when you've embossed it, it can pull up the cardstock if you go too fast. So that's one of the things that I've learned in using our Stamp and Seal, that you want to make sure that, especially embossed, you don't just like really fast, that we're used to doing things fast. You don't want to do that, because it definitely will pull up the cardstock. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to lay these down just like this. I love this card. It just looks so, so cute. I wanted to do the yellow first, Barb. Okay, let's do that. I'm trying to make sure I don't get... Let's do the yellow, and that's just going to kind of go in the center. And then we'll do the orange. And then the green, so that we have all of our citrus colors. And right here, try to get those kind of even. There we go. Just like that. And then this piece is going to go down flat onto the front of our piece here. Isn't that cute? Look at that. I love it. So bright. Now let's use some dimensionals on this. I'm going to trim this just a sliver. And let's take that off. And a little bit of that. Grab these little dimensionals. I see some more of you jumped on. Thank you for being here. All right, that's the right side. Okay, Barb. I want to make sure I got the side that has the yellow, because the first one, I swiped off all my yellow with the other colors. So that's why you want to start with your lighter color and go to a darker color whenever you are doing that kind of technique, whether it's with markers or ink pads, either one. All right, so now that's going to kind of go right here in the middle. Okay, so cute. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to use some of these, so the iridescent rhinestones are retiring. They're another one that will work well with this. But the iridescent pastel gems, they're also retiring. And I don't have my catalog to see if they're going to be reduced in price. But I'm going to use these, and we're going to add those as our gems, because they have that iridescent look, and then it takes on you know, the colors around it. So it's a good one. And darn, I am just get this, and let's put one there. And I'm just using the little ones. This is the one that has the really big ones. That might be trouble if you try to send them in the mail, because they're pretty heavy duty. I mean, like, they really stick up. Look how big they are, you know. So there's that, and we're done with our card. There is card number 1. It says, have a zesty birthday. This is the sample I had done previously, and I put enjoy the sweeter things in life. And I actually did it the opposite. I had the green over here and the orange on that side. See there? Okay. Thank you. It is an easy, fun card, and you know, it's colors. There's no pink or fanciness. I mean, maybe the sparkle gems you don't want to do for a guy, but you could do that for a guy's birthday, right? So let me show you some samples that are gorgeous with this stamp set. Before I forget, I don't think I cleaned this stamp, so let me clean that and get these samples to share with you. So this class I had done, and I had in mind using the brights, like I had said. All right, so here is one, sending you a big squeeze. This is using the die, just stamping it and then die cutting this out smooth. And then here I have used the orange, and see how I have ran it through the emboss machine and die cut it out, the oranges. Get them up close there, you can really see the dimension on those. And the twine and the gems, along with the flowers that are in the stamp set. Then I stamped the flowers on the back of the orange there. This one is super cute. Whoops, upside down, Barb. This is using the hearts and the lemons, and then kind of a fun fold. Okay, you like the orange one, Carol? Now this one is a fun fold, and so you don't always have to use the citrus. Okay, look at this. This is using the designer paper, and this is a fun fold where it holds it with the flowers right there, and this pops up. Look at that, and then you open it up like this. Okay. This is using Flirty Flamingo, and then I simply, instead of doing the whole squeeze thing and all of the citrus, I just put Enjoy with the flowers. See there? You don't always have to do the citrus. And then here is one more, and you can see that I created this some time back because I used some things that retired last year. But here's one using the Highland Heather and Calypso Coral, and then the flowers and Thanks a Bunch with the twine. Super easy, guys. Just there's some stamping done with the Highland Heather and the Calypso Coral. So there are some samples using the citrus set. Again, these are on sale. Make sure you're checking those prices and seeing exactly what we have available at some great prices. So there's card number 1. We're going to go on to the next project. Let me put this here behind me. Now this little stamp set is so stinking cute. You want to make sure that you keep watching. I have 3 projects for you tonight. And let me grab the catalog here so I can find this next stamp set to share with you. We're going to be using the Hello Ladybug. So this one is retiring, and the punch is also back here retiring. And let me just find the punches. Wherefore art thou punches? This little guy, the punch that goes with it right here is 40% off. So the stamp set is $18 and the punch is $13.20. So it's a really good deal if you like some of the samples that I'm going to show you and what I'm going to do tonight. Okay, so there's that one. Let's do that. All right, let's grab up all these things. Now I am using, again, retired things because there's great discounts going on right now. I was just looking at the comments. Okay, so we're going to be, here is the actual stamp set. It's got all these cute things. May your greatest wish come true, because of course ladybugs, you're supposed to be able to make a wish on a ladybug. My friend, hello, it's a good day. You can bug me anytime. And then you've got these flowers that you can use along with the punch. So here is the punch. Looks the same as in the catalog for sure. Now I am going to be using Retiring Sweet Sorbet. This is an in color that's also retiring. It's a really good color to use. You can always use real red. That's what ladybugs are, right? Real red. But this really looks great together. And then Old Olive for my leaf that I'm going to stamp here in a minute. So, and for some reason, I don't know why, I don't have these on my, I don't have the, oh, well, we're just using the leaf. We're using the leaf. And I need the dots. And the word I'm using, a couple words. Let me grab a little, see if that fits on there. The word hello, where are you? Right there. It's so little. So I need hello. And then I like this. You can bug me anytime. So we're going to be using that stamp also. All right. Let's go ahead and pull out all of our pieces. So if you want to recreate this, I am also using some retiring paper, which I think is still available. It's a designer paper, and it happens to be the Zoo Crew. Cute stuff on this side, but this side has these dots, and they're perfect for this card. So this piece is 3 3/4 by 5, and piece of black is 4 by 5 1/4. I have a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 white for the inside. Now, I have vellum, but I'm not sure I'm going to use it. Or I know vellum is sold out now, but you may have some that you could use with do this with vellum or leave it be. Either way, I'm not sure if I'm going to use that yet. But the vellum that I have, I believe is, I can't find my trusty guy here. I have a piece 3 by 3. That's the size of my vellum, 3 by 3. All right. I have a strip of black and a strip of the sorbet that I'm going to use to punch. I need some leaves that are sweet sorbet. And this is my recommendation and tip for you on using punches. Hi, Linda. You missed the first card, Linda, so you'll have to go back and watch the replay. Ha, a cute card. So when you're using a punch, if you have it like this, it's wise to go ahead and cut a strip of paper to do your punching with, because that way you're not getting like parts and pieces flying everywhere. So that's a little tip for you. And then the same thing with the black. You can come in here. I mean, you could go like that, but see, then you're going to get all these parts here. So I'm just going to go on this side and line this up for my ladybug. Right there. Punch that black out. Okay, there we go. So we got that, and the punch is complete. oh, I forgot one more thing on my, I need my flowers here. I knew I missed something. There we go. The trio of flowers here. Let me grab a block for those. All right. Okay. Got my little ladybug over here. And you know what I did forget? I need to grab my black memento right behind me. And we're going to stamp the dots onto our ladybug here. Ladybug wings, I guess. And I just want to make sure that this is really inked up well. So I'm going to take my ink onto my stamp. And that looks pretty juicy. And the cool part is that this stamp lines right up. Okay, I got to get it a little closer to me. It lines right up so that these will go right in to the wings where they're supposed to. See that? Perfect. Don't you love it when things work well? I do. Okay, so there's that one's done. And next, we're going to take our designer paper, and the card is going to go landscape. So, like this. I'm going to use the leaf, and I'm using Old Olive. This color's been around a long time, and it's a great color. You've used this set a lot, Carol? That's cool. I believe that I had this set gifted to me, I'm pretty sure. So thank you, my dear friend Sue. You are the sweetest lady that I know. Not just because of that, for many other reasons. So I'm just taking a look to make sure that I've got this inked up really well, because I want this to show up on my designer paper. Okay? All right, and I think I'm going to take my leaf and, do I want it like that? Let's see here. I think I'm going to do this. Okay, so this is going to go like right here. And hopefully it's going to be dark enough. That's not too bad. You can see it on there, but it's still, polka dots are still showing through. And that's okay. It's quite all right. It's going to look fine. So there's my leaf. Okay, we got that part done. And then my sentiment is also, we're going to use the sentiment on the inside of the card. So let me grab that piece of white here. And our sentiment says, you can bug me anytime. And that's going to be in the Old Olive. Now you could do it in the black, I guess, if you wanted to, but I think I'm going to stick with the green. Okay, just make sure you're inked up really well. Hi Jan, Old Olive better never retire, because it, oh yeah, Old Olive is one of those colors that is pretty awesome. All right, I'm going to try not to get this green on the corner. It's not too bad. It looks a little crooked, but I think I can handle it. Okay, so that stamp is done. All right, and then next, let's go ahead and we're going to use Sweet Sorbet. So let's move the green out of the way. Sweet Sorbet. I got all my goodies over here on the side. All right, so Sweet Sorbet, we're going to take this, and I actually think I need my scrap paper. 1 second here. Not, if I go off the edge a little bit, I think. So, there we are. And we're going to use Sweet Sorbet, and we're going to stamp these pretty flowers. And so, let's see, I'm going to do here, and then I'm just going to turn it and do some here. And turn it again and do one there. And let's see if I can't get some up there. There we go. We've just got a nice little variety of color with our first, second, third, fourth generation going on. Then the last thing is I need my little scrap paper here, and I thought maybe, I know it's here somewhere. Well, I don't know, but let's take this piece. I don't know where that scrap went that I had, but we're going to use that. And I just want the word hello. But I want it over here on the left a little bit because it's got to kind of hide in behind the ladybug here in just a second. So, all right, stamping's done. Put those out of the way. Let's clean the red off, because if you don't, you know that does, well, it's already stained my stamps, but that's okay. That just means they're well loved. But I'm afraid I'm going to get my hands in, my sleeve in something. You guys ever done that before? Here's a story. Back when I used to do workshops, in-home workshops was the thing. You know, we didn't have the online classes and all those good things back when I first started 23 years ago. And I went to a class, and we were stamping and everything, and this lady stamping for the first time. You know, I try to tell everybody, make sure you close your ink pads and all that good stuff as you're going along. Well, she had forgotten to close her black ink pad. So she had the biggest ink pad mark all over her arm, and I mean, it washed off pretty good, but she got introduced to the fun of stamping with open stamps, ink pads rather. Anyway, those things happen, don't they? All right, so this is the inside. So here we are. Beautiful. This this designer paper, we stamped our leaf. That's going to, isn't this stinking cute? Look at that turtle. It just cracks me up. This is the Zoo Crew paper. So if you're looking for something fun to do some kids cards, grandkids, super cute. Welcome everyone. As you're jumping on here, I sure appreciate you being here. This is the retiring gingham, black and white gingham. Now we have some black and vanilla gingham that's carrying over into the annual catalog, but this is the skinnier that's going to be retiring. So I have that, and I'm just bringing it around, and I'm just going to tie a knot. I'm not making a bow. And let's do this and tie my knot. All right. Hi, Jean. Welcome. Glad to have you. All right. So I think I want my bow to kind of come around this way. So if you've tied your bow on like this, and you can kind of bend your cardstock, see that? And then this can move wherever you want it to. So hopefully that's a good tip, a little tip for you. Let's grab the ribbon scissors here and trim that down. A little bit too big, long. Okay, so here's where I was saying that I didn't know if I wanted to put the vellum on. So give me 1 second. I'm going to show you the difference. You guys tell me if I should add the vellum or not. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put this down onto the front. Okay. All right, so here we are. Here's the vellum. Let me see if I can bring this so you can see it. Okay, so there's just without the vellum, and then this is adding the vellum. What do you think? Should I add the vellum or should I not add the vellum? It just gives it a more muted look. Let's go ahead and do this so you can see. So this, right now I have the vellum on there, so it kind of mutes it a little bit. And I'm going to take these wings and I'm going to glue them right where they go at the bottom of this ladybug's head. Now, if you want your wings to pop out a little bit, see that? Just take your thumb and just kind of do that. And look, you've got the wings that are popping out a little. No vellum, no vellum, no vellum. All right, no vellum. It is gone. All right, so now we're going to take our ladybug and we're going to pop this little lady up with some dimensionals here. thank you so much for helping me. I appreciate. It tells me what you guys like or what your thoughts are. And when I'm designing things, yeah, that's pretty. That one is pretty. No yeses. So yeah. All right. So now the next thing is, how do we want to do the ladybug? Do we want the ladybug coming on like this or like that? I think this ladybug, I'm going to kind of come off the edge over here and I'm going to pop it right there, flying right onto that little leaf. And then we need this little guy. Cut this. And we're going to do the barb, and we're going to angle this just like that. And I need a dimensional kind of there. All right. The first way, yeah, that's what I did, Margaret. I liked it that way too, kind of that way. And then this hello is just going to kind of go right over here underneath where the ladybug is. Let's see, how do I want to do that? Just kind of right there. Okay. So our ladybug card is complete. That's it. So hello, you can bug me anytime. Don't you guys like that? I think it's so cute. How do you guys like that one? The next one is flowers. I know you guys like flowers. I love flowers. I would do everything flowers. But sometimes you just got to do something that just makes you smile and happy, right? Okay, so there's the ladybug. Now let me show you some samples here. Okay, so I'm going to, just for examples, here is without the vellum. And here is with the vellum, that in a different color. I did a different color in a different way. This was from my monthly stamp night. We did this little card. I thought it was super cute. Yeah, I have to say I like the one without the vellum. Plus I used a different color. I used Old Olive, and this is shaded spruce on that one. Yeah. Okay, so there is the comparison. Let me show you some samples here. This is using some, this is paper that we had back a while. I think it was Halloween paper maybe. Or it was from a winter paper that we had. But how cute is this? This one says hello there, and with the black dots. Now you can stamp the ladybug wings and then fill in with the dots and then punch it. Or you can just do what I did. Either way. Here's the Stitch Whimsy dies. Those are retiring. Those were in my virtual class that I had shared on the 4th, using that with the Latte Love. So this opens like this, and then it opens like this, and there's where you would put your sentiment. Isn't that's a cute card. If you look at this one is all done with the, it looks like Sweet Sorbet. And it's got the gingham ribbon, and you just take your alcohol marker and color your ribbon, and there you go, right? And then it flips up that way. Cute, cute. Here's one using when we had the glitter, black glitter, and then here's one of the stamps using the alcohol, the blends. And I believe this is Granny Apple Green. Just cute. On this die, I believe, I don't know if this is the die from Color and Contour. That's also on sale. Now here is my design with this punch. And it is using the wings as a flower. Okay? There you go. This is just simple green, and I just cut it a different, jig-jag, and then I just clipped it like grass. I don't think that this is a die. I think I used my stylus, my embossing stylus. Can you see the lines in the leaves right there? I just used my stylus, like the ball and, or not, I don't have it on here. We have there's a stylus that fits as part of one of our pick tool that you can use to make indentations into your paper. And of course, this was a folder that we had a while back. But there you go. That's using the ladybug wings to make that cute flower. So there are samples with our ladybug. All right. Thanks, guys. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate every one of you that are on here so much for taking the time to spend with me. We have one last card, and I found my piece of paper over here in my pile. Okay, we need this. We're going to move this, and let's see, what is the last card? We're going to use a combination of things, okay? Let's see, I think I'm past the page. We're going to use a combination of stamps, dies. Okay, I'm not finding where I need to be here. I know I have it marked. Maybe it's, I guess I don't have it marked. All right, let's, two things. Gracious me. When you don't know what you're looking for, you go back to the index. All right, we are using, wait a minute. I'm so confused. I cannot spell. Page 66. We're using the stamp set Quiet Meadow. No, we're not using the stamp set Quiet Meadow. Oh, the reason I didn't have it marked, there's a reason. Okay, you guys, losing my brain here. Because the stamp set is sold out. The dies are not. So we're really featuring the dies. That's what we're featuring. We're featuring the dies. So I had my act together. I just second guessed myself. That's all. Okay, here they are. They are 50% off. Page 164. Right here. Oh my gosh. So if you're watching the replay, I don't do editing in my videos. It is what it is. Okay, so Meadow dies. These are so gorgeous, you guys. 50% off, $19. And you have two little things that you can do sentiments in and some butterflies. Just amazing. I could not find my samples for Quiet Meadow. I could not. So I don't know where they are. I don't know. But let's switcheroo here. But I usually keep my dies right in my stamp case. But you've got this die that for sentiments, and look at these dies here. All of these different dies. And they're so nice. Our sentiment is gonna be from Perennial Postage. This is in the mini catalog, and it is actually retiring. I did feature this on, I think it was my very first blessing box using the Perennial Postage. Now, the dies that are bundled with this right now, those are carrying over, but the stamp set is not. So we are using this stamp set. There's no discount on this Perennial Postage. I did use these dies. They're retiring. Basic border dies. And that's what I was looking for. I know I have it marked right here. No, that's the citrus. Basic borders are on the page before. They are 40% off. Page 162. $17.40. And you guys, they are super cool using them with different cards and ideas. All right, so let's grab that. Now, there's lots of retiring punches and stuff. This is no longer in the catalog, but I use this for my banners all the time. So, like I said, just because something retires doesn't mean that I get rid of it. Hi, Maria, welcome. I do keep things. So, I am using this tonight. And we are going to feature the watercolor pencils. How many of you have used the watercolor pencils? And also we're going to be using the purple fine shimmer gems. How many of you, use those. Okay, I think I forgot something here. 1 second. Watercolor pencils, and I brought them both out here because I wasn't sure which colors exactly I want to use. You use them on occasions, Peggy? Okay. This is the die that I used tonight. It's this little scallop one right here. Super cool. And I use that one for our project. And we're going to feature one of the new in colors, the Petunia Pop. This is one of the new in colors that will be available for non-demonstrators. If you're a customer, you can get these in colors starting on May 1st. If you are a demonstrator or want to be a demonstrator, you can include these in your starter kit, or you can pre-order them right now as a demonstrator. I need to take a quick drink. You use the pencils, Maria? You have the pencils but have not used them. Oh, Margaret. Okay, well, I'm gonna show you these tonight, and you're gonna want to use them. Okay, so what am I doing? Get my head together here. Okay, we're going to leave that there. We're going to leave that there. Okay, we're going to use Petunia Pop. That's one of the new in colors. I have already cut from thick white cardstock these 3 pieces. This piece and this piece and the little butterfly. Okay, we're going to be using those. We have a small piece of basic white, and you can, depending on your sentiment, it's going to vary. Whatever sentiment you decide to use. This piece happens to be 1.5 by 2 1/4, but we're going to banner this. So I have a piece of basic white. I believe this is for the inside. It's I've got myself backwards. It's 4 by 5 1/4. This piece right here is 5.5 by 3. Pretty sure 5.5 by 3, and it's Petunia Pop. Now I took a strip of white cardstock, and I used that die on this end, this side, and this end. Look at that! Isn't that a really cool? Like, for example, if you wanted to use it as for your sentiment, look how cool that is, using that border die and creating yourself a label like that. I'm actually wanted to leave this and show you this before I cut it. I am going to be cutting this. So let me grab my cutter down here on my shelf, and I'm just going to cut this in half. It doesn't have to be super straight, but I just need to cut it in half. I didn't do very well, but that's fine. It's going to be it. I don't need that much on each side. So you'll have to try that, Peggy. Yeah, I think that was a cool idea that I realized when I did this. I went, oh my gosh, that is awesome for labeling. Okay, so what are we doing? We are going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and put these on the back here before we do the coloring that I'm going to show you here in a second. Okay, so make sure I've got the correct side up and adhesive. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and put my adhesive like, oh, I don't need the whole thing, Barb. Duh. I'm really only doing the mostly the right where it bends, I guess is what I'm saying. So pull that over here, bring this up here. So see what I mean? You're not going to see that much of this. I'm just doing a little bit on both sides. Okay, just like that. And then this one. See why I said it doesn't matter if it was if I didn't get it completely in half. I'm just making sure I've got kind of even on both sides here as I put this down. Okay, look at that. That's really pretty. Just as an extra design. Okay, now you can do one of two things. If you have the stamp set, where is it? What did I do with it? I don't even know. Oh, I put it underneath here. If you do have the stamp set, the Quiet Meadow, you could take this speckle and you could do some speckling around the outside here, the outside area, because this is actually going to go right here like that. This is going to go on the top of our card, right like that. I think we're good. I'm not putting anything, but I just thought that was an idea. Okay, so there's that. So I'm going to take this and move it over out of the way. Both of these are going to go out of the way, because is what we're doing. We're going to be coloring these. So I'm just going to use my silicone mat. If you don't have the silicone mat, you need it. You have to have this in your basic stamper kit. So let's look at our pencils. So we have 2 different pencils in the annual catalog. They're carrying over, so they'll still be in the catalog. But I think the colors that I want to use are mostly in here, but I don't know, I'm thinking I want a brighter green, maybe not. I think we're going to use this one. This is the one that, the number is 161700. I don't know, this one just says watercolor pencils, and this one says watercolor pencils assortment 2. So that's the difference, assortment 2 and just watercolor pencils. So the colors I want I'm going to go with, pull this out of here. We're going to use fresh freesia, old olive, and it's so hard to tell what's old olive. That's why you have to read them. Basic black, old olive, and I need old olive, and then I think I'm going to go with the daffodil for the butterfly, and I think that's the 3 colors we're going to use. We're just going to use those for now. So what am I going to do? First of all, you also need a blender pen. These come in a package of 3. They're just liquid, they're wet on both ends. They're same exact thing, but that's how they work. And they dry out over time. But anyway, you need a blender pen, or you need a paintbrush, or aqua painter, not aqua painter, but the painters, the water painters, that's what they're called. I'm not using that's a spritzer, Barb. Here's one. Here's the small one. But you can use these. I just find that using the blender pen gives me the look that I want. Now, you could also go over this with Wink of Stella, that kind of thing. So what are we going to do? Let's go ahead and we're just going to color. We're just going to color right on, and you don't have to be solid color, okay? You don't have to be like a coloring book, how you have to color in all the lines. Okay, see that? See how it's not, and I'm just bringing the color onto the paper so that you can see the green on the leaves, okay? So I'm going to do that. Okay. And then here, this one is a little more intricate, so I just have to pay attention to what I'm coloring here. That would be the leaves. And so there, like that. And this is a leaf. Here, stems, leaves. And all I'm doing is just getting color on these stems. Okay. I'm not really sure about this piece. I think it should be green too, though. This little curvy piece, I don't know. So, now I'm wondering, have you guys ever done this type of technique where you've die cut just out of the paper and then come back and colored like this? I'd be curious to know if you've used it this way before. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to go with fresh freesia. And I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to do this lightly with this pink. And you'll see how the color really pops after you put liquid on these watercolor pencil colorings. I'm going to come back in just a minute. After I get the liquid on here, I'm going to come back in and we're going to darken things up. All right, let's color this. And see how I'm just kind of, I'm not being super precise. Put it that way. Could you use your alcohol markers? Yes, you could use alcohol not markers, yeah, which is our blends. And I would not recommend coloring with your markers. I think it's a heavier ink that just gives you a much bolder look, but you could try. You could try. Okay, so there's what we have so far. Now, let's take our blender pen, and this one I haven't used. I always test to make sure it's wet on my thumb so I can feel if it's wet or not. And I don't know. I'm going to see if I can bring this in a little better. So I'm going to bring you guys, make this closer. I think I'm going to try to make this closer. I don't know. Hang on. There. Okay, so I've got it a little closer, and I'm hoping that you can see it as the color shows up. All right, so, and see how I'm going around, and I'm putting wet, just putting this wet onto the color. I don't know if you can, I don't think you can see that. Get my thing out of the screen there. You can't really see it. So what that tells me is my color is just not dark enough. So what other color do we have? I think I'm going to come back in, and I'm just going to push harder with this fresh freesia. Okay? Just coming back in on the flower, and I'm pushing harder, which gives me more color on the flower. Okay. See, I don't know if you can see that now. Can see it a little darker. I don't know why the lighting does what it does, but it's crazy. Okay, so there's that. Now I can already tell you, okay, I'm going to do this on my paper to make sure there's no color there. I'm already realizing that this is not dark enough, so I'm going to come back in here, and I think I'm going to pull, there's a Melon Mambo in here. No, that's real red. Melon Mambo. Let's see. I'm going to see about these being a little bit darker with Melon Mambo. Okay? Okay. The fresh freesia is a little bit light. So let's add that little bit of Melon Mambo and then color and see what happens. Okay. This is a little bit darker. When I take the photos and I have them on the website, you know, after I post them, you guys, you'll be able to see these colors much better. Much better when I do that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is darker. So I think I'm actually going to come back in and add a little more of the Melon Mambo to make this darker. And actually, when the paper is a little bit damp, I don't know if you know this or not, but when it's a little bit damp, it actually will, it spreads the color a little better when you go back with the pencil. That's what I found anyway. All right. All I'm doing is moving the color around with the wetness of the blend. Okay, let's see if you can see that. There, you can see the color there, right? Okay, so while I'm working on this one, I'm just going to take, I made sure no more pink was on there, even though it looks like it's stained a little bit. And now I'm just coloring the stem, and oh my gosh, when you put this blender pen onto the green, it just smooths that right out, even though, like I said, you don't have to color solid like you're coloring with a coloring book, or even like when you're using your alcohol blends. You just don't have to do that. All right, let me see if this will show up on here. I don't know. Let me see if it'll show up better there. Can you see that? There you go. There you can see the colors. You'll be able to see it much better when I take the photos. So much technology stuff. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. I don't understand half of the time. I feel like sometimes gremlins come in and get in my stuff. You guys ever feel like that? You could see it? Good, good, good. Yeah, when I bring it up close, it's just weird. It's just so weird. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of shading, like, so I can, I'm just going to take this and give some dimension where this leaf bends, and hopefully you'll be able to see that a little bit there. Let me see if I can, okay, see where I took the pencil and I just made the little bit of a line right here? You can really see the difference. It really gives dimension on that flower. Okay, lastly, I need to come back in here. I want this a little bit brighter. So I'm just going to add that Melon Mambo. So I started out with fresh freesia, you guys, and realized that's just not dark enough for what I want. So there we go. All right, now we still have to do our little butterfly, and I think he's going to be much better because it's going to be yellow. And let's take that and just color that right up. And this yellow is very bright, so he should be good. He, she, whatever it is. Now, of course, you can just color with your pencils. You don't have to have a water medium. You can just color with your pencils. But when you use the water on these, it just smooths all the lines out. It gives you this beautiful color. Boy, that yellow really stuck on there. You probably can't see it for the lighting, the way the lighting is, but okay. All right, I'm going to bring this butterfly. Look at the butterfly. Look at how pretty yellow that is. It matches my yellow up there. That's weird. There we go. Now, I am just going to take and color. These all go back in the same box. That's the only thing. Make sure you get your same colors in the same box where they need to go. What color? We have Pecan Pie or Basic Gray. I think I'll take Basic Gray and just color my butterfly here. Oh, did I? Yeah, Early Espresso. I didn't, I got Early Espresso. I didn't get Basic Gray. Oh well. Okay, there. Smooth them out. Perfect. Oh, you know what I think I'll do is maybe I'll just come in with this, this color here and kind of divide off my butterfly wings a little bit. I don't know if I like that or not. I'm being a little creative. Yeah, it just gives a little bit darker color right in there. Gives it a little more dimension, that's all. But a little creativity. All right, we're almost done. Back into the case you go. All right, we're done with those. Let's go ahead and take our Petunia Pop ink color, and I'm going to stamp Happy Mother's Day up towards the top. Let's see, right there. Because I am going to banner this at the bottom. And so using my retired punch here. This is the tricky part, is getting it, holding it in here where you want it to be when it's not super long. Okay. I know there's tricks to do this, but okay, so there, I wanna hang with me, guys. I'm just getting myself situated. It should fit right in there and come down. Want to make sure it's straight. Okay, got it. Got it. Let's see how I did. I just like the look of the banner when I use this punch compared to my... Okay, so there's my little banner. I guess I could have come up a little farther. Can you do it this way? No. We're good. I'm not doing any, I'm leaving it. Sometimes you just have to say, okay, that's good, right? All right, let's see what we can do here. Let's put this together. Get all my parts and pieces back over here. Hi, Lori. Can see the colors on the certain angles. I know. I just don't know why. I try my best to get better lighting and all that good stuff, and it just seems to not work. I have to have some light, because if I don't, it will be way too dark, and it won't show up at all. It's crazy. You should see me sometimes. Okay, so there. At that angle, you can see some color better. See, here's what happens when I turn this light off. It gives way too many shadows, and you still can't see well. So I have to have the light on, you know? It's just crazy. Okay, let's put this all together. I don't want to lose, where's my little butterfly? Okay, I didn't want to lose my butterfly. That yellow is pretty bright, but I think that's okay. We're gonna see. All right, this is actually, I want to, I'm gonna put this down flat, because we're gonna pop up some of the things on the front. So let's go ahead. Right here, here, and this is just 5.5 by 5.5, so let's get this kind of centered. I'm looking at my screen, because it's hard, sometimes at an angle it's harder to get it just like I need it. Okay, this looks about right. Okay, there we go. Just gives you that little extra, having the tone on tone here. Okay, there's that. Now, this is going to go here. Let's see if I can. And then we've got this one. Let's see. Got this little guy. We're going to put this like that. And then my banner will kind of go right over here. I still think I need this smaller. This banner is just too big. So I'm going to actually go ahead and freehand, which, you know, it's not too bad. There. That was just too much. That was too much for me. And I need some dimensionals on here. Oh, let's see. Here and here. Now I know I've showed you guys this trick before, where you can put some glue here. Gosh, it's already way after 8 o'clock. Thank you for joining me. I see more of you are on here. Thank you so much for being here. But this is our fussiest card. I saved the hardest card for last. So it really is pretty. So I'm gonna all I'm doing is putting like dots here and there to get this glued down. And whoops, that is not what I wanted to do. But I'm just gonna lay it down and just do a tiny little swipes and a little bit of glue coming out here and there to get this put down. Okay. All right, so there's this one. So let's get this one put down. Try to stay in the camera here what I'm doing. This one is going to come over here at an angle. Okay. There, see how you can see the dimension where I added the darker color here and here, and see, it looks like you can really see the bend in the flower. Isn't that cool? Yay, Barb. I love when something turns out really nice, right? Okay, but you can do, really, you guys, you really can do a lot of stuff with the colored pencils. So, all right, let's bring this one, where can we use, I need to have it so it's about like that. Okay, kind of overlapping there. And again, these dies are only $19, I think $19. Is that $17.40 or something like that? They're you're gonna like this card. Aw, thanks, Sue. Let's see, do I want it on this side or this side? Oh golly. I guess this is bigger than I was expecting. You know what? Let's see here. I need this green over here more. So let's try this. I want some green over here. So we're going to do that. There we go. Okay, see why I needed that, you guys? I needed this green over here because I wanted a little bit more green. And this is going to go right here. Now, this yellow might just be too much for me. What do you guys think? Okay, let me hold it where you can really see it. Actually, that's pretty. The yellow is very pretty. Do we have any yellow gems? Can you guys think of any yellow gems? Let me look through the pile here and see what I have, because if I have yellow, I think that's what I want to use here, and we do. We actually have some yellow. That's not dark enough. We have yellow. I just have to find it here. Where are you? Okay, but no, those aren't dark enough. Here's what I was looking for. See these? They're carrying over to the new catalog. Glossy Dot Assortment. Those are yellow. I'm wondering about adding those in here to add the pop of yellow with that. What do you guys think? What I had in mind, if I didn't use the yellow, is I had these gems. Where are they? And I was going to use the Berry Burst because that coordinates really well with this pop, Petunia Pop. What about the Brass Butterflies? I could use those. I have a couple of those in here. Oh no, I got a new package. I'm down to, oh here I've got 2 little ones left. Maybe we could do that. All right, let's use a dimensional and pop up this butterfly. I know you guys can't see well, I need a little, this dimensional's too big. I need the smaller ones. Oh my golly, come on here. Having challenges tonight, if you guys haven't noticed. Oh, there we go. That's what happens when, I don't know. Berry Burst, use a yellow blends to color the pearls. Oh, that's a good idea, Nancy. Okay, so I got extra glue there. Gracious me. Okay, well, I think I would like to put the butterfly right there. That's perfect. See the colors, you guys, there. When I do it sideways, you can see the colors better. This is really pretty. So, I like that idea, Nancy, of using the blends. Excuse me. I just need to find the pearls. Where are you, pearls? Right here. And let's get my daffodil alcohol blend. And you guys, it does color the pearls. I'm just going to color one and see how dark it actually makes the pearl. Oh boy. It's not very dark. Look at that. This is what happens to your blends when you push down too hard on that one. I have a new one here because I knew that one was getting bad. So I have a whole new package of daffodil. Let's use that brand new package. All right, there we go. Okay, let's see how if this is dark enough. Let me pull this out of here and see. Yes, that's perfect. Nancy, thanks for that idea. All right, so I just need, I want a couple of the big ones. So let's do that. And I'm being very gentle with my marker. So let's do a couple big ones, and then I'm going to let it dry a second and then come back. Make it a little bit darker. So yeah, did you guys know that you can color your pearls and your gems with your alcohol blends? Yeah. Okay. Fabulous. let's put this in the daffodil spot behind me so I don't put the bad one back in there. And then let's put these on and see what this finished card looks like. I'm going to have to, let's see here. I want a large one. I think I want a yellow one there. Yep, that's pretty. And let's go, let's go right here. And then the tiny one we'll just put right up in the mix there. Oh, that little bit of yellow really looks so pretty. It looks like it was meant to be that way. Okay, move this, and let's see what we got. Now I want this lighting to be different here or something. So let me figure out what to do. All right, so here we have, oh, I didn't put my piece on the inside, did I? This goes on the inside. So, perennial postage is retiring. That's what I use for the sentiment. The dies, Quiet Meadow dies, are retiring, and they're a great discounted price. The stamp set is already gone, so you can't get that. The bordering dies are leaving us. But Petunia Pop and there, you could see that better, right? That's so pretty. Oh my gosh. I like it. All right, let me grab my other cards here that we did. 1, 2, oh, here it is. And our citrus. Here's our, whoa, sorry guys. Card number 3, 2, and 1. We went a long time tonight. I'm really surprised, actually. But I wasn't here last week, so I took a few more minutes, I guess. Thank you all for being here. I see lots of you on here. We are going to do the wheel. So somebody is going to get these cards. I'm actually going to pick 3 people tonight, so you have a good chance of winning. Okay, hang on real tight here. I need to make this smaller so I can get all this in here. Sorry about the adjustment, but there you go. And I'll take a picture of the cards so you guys can see all of them. But very different. Each one is very different. This one, I'm going to bring it up closer. See the yellow pearls? They look so pretty. And then maybe this yellow will show up better now. Yeah, there you go. See, you can see the yellow better now. Okay. All right. So there's our cards. So I need to grab the wheel here on my iPad, and we had, need my notebook here, we had 9 people. So if we have a number above 9, I'll just have to spin again. Well, no, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take out these other numbers. There we go. All right, what that does is it just gives me 9 numbers here. So here we go. We're going to turn this up so you can hear who the winner is, the number. So who is our first winner? Number 6, and number 6 is Margaret Rika. So congratulations, Margaret. We're going to spin again. Whoops, I meant to remove that, but if it hits you again, I got to spin again. All right, second winner is number 1, and that's Char Litton. Char, you're number 1 on here. And then our last winner, is number 2, and that is June. All right. Hang on 1 second, guys. So, yep, June, you're number 2 on the list there. So those are our winners for tonight. Let me see if I can go back to my Facebook page. Yeah, I think I put it on pause so I can see the comments before you guys leave. Turn down the volume. All right. Awesome, awesome. Thanks you guys so much for being here. I am happy that you decided to spend a few minutes with me or the whole hour and a half. I appreciate your time with me. Let's go back right here. And I will be on again next Thursday is my plan. The other thing is I will be planning a special live May 1st so we can look at the new catalog together since I can't open it with you now. If you like this, again, thank you so much for giving me thumbs up and being on the page. And if you're watching, again, the replay on YouTube, I thank you for being there. So, you guys have a wonderful night. I'll see you next time. Blessings. Bye-bye.